we're cooking up something good today. Hey, I'm Rex Roy with AOL Autos, and today you're going to learn about engine oil. Now take a look in the pan here. You see how this regular cooking oil is all gunked up and it's turning dark and it's sticking to the side of the pan? That's what would happen to engine oil if you never changed it. That's what it would look like in your engine. Cooks know that you put oil in a pan so the food doesn't stick to the pan, right? Well, the same thing happens in your engine. The oil separates the engine's moving parts from each other, keeping them from sticking together, because an engine that sticks is an engine that doesn't run. So now you know why engines need oil, the same reason your frying pan does. But when it comes time to change your vehicle's oil, walk into any major store and you'll find dozens of brands. How do you know what to choose? Well, the simple answer is to look for an oil that has the API certification. That stands for the American Petroleum Institute. Now, the only other piece of information you need to know is the oil's weight, or technically speaking, viscosity. Now, you don't need to know what viscosity is, but you do need to get these two numbers correct, and you'll find that information in your vehicle's owner's manual. Now, the first number is really important because it has to do with how well the oil flows when it's cold. We pulled both these oils out of the freezer. This one is a straight 40 weight, and it pours really slowly. You can tell it's kind of jello-like. That's not a good thing if it's sitting in your oil pan like that on a cold winter morning. Now, this oil is a 5W20. It's a Pennzoil, and it pours much easier. So for cold weather, this is what you want in your crankcase. So now you know about viscosity, the measure of how oil flows, but there's a lot more to know about oil. When you scan these shelves, there's huge variation. There are regular oils, synthetic blends, fuel economy enhancing oils, racing oils. Now you can think of motor oils just like you do cooking oils. Like this straight 40 weight, it's like lard. It certainly has its purpose. Moving up, this is a conventional motor oil, a non-synthetic. Yeah, that's like your regular vegetable oil. You move up to this Mobil 1, it's like your virgin olive oil. But this Pennzoil, fully synthetic 5W20, this would be like your extra virgin olive oil. My first rule about oil, though, is that cheap oils are cheap for a reason. They often don't protect as well as more expensive blends. Cost often comes down to more expensive oils using more expensive ingredients. Up to 25% of what's in a quart of oil isn't oil at all, but additives that give the oil its special properties for cleaning, rust prevention, and overall long life. So what's right for you? Now, the best recommendation is to check your owner's manual. It'll tell you exactly what kind of oil to use and when you ought to change it. Remember the sludge? You don't want your oil to end up looking like this. But if you don't change your oil the way you're supposed to, it will. Now, if your vehicle has more than 75,000 miles on it, it could really benefit from these high mileage blend oils. The additive packages in these oils address carbon buildup that's common in older engines, and also hardening gaskets and seals. Those are both common problems that come along with higher mileage engines, and that makes these worth the extra buck or so a quart. Hey, now you know the basics of oil. It's really not that complicated. I'm Rex Roy for AOL Autos.